Wall Street is seeing a strong push higher today. The major averages are all higher by at least 0.5%, and the Dow is gaining over 100 points. Joining me now is Alan Valdes of SilverBear Capital. Alan, great to have you here today.
Remy, thanks for having me.
Well, we're seeing tech and defense names higher today, and that is helping the equity averages. Overall, positive sentiment is helping, but we have to keep in mind that there's plenty in terms of geopolitics as well as politics. So how do you see this playing out this week?
Well, I think the week we got a little push from yesterday's talk by the president for defense spending and whatnot. But I think overall, the week's going to kind of be back and forth. I mean, we're up 125 points. That's good, mainly Boeing and Apple. So two big stocks pushing us up. But we have no economic data coming out tomorrow and Thursday. Friday, we do get, of course, Janet Yellen out in Jackson Hole with Mario Draghi. So we'll watch that. And traders are going to especially watch, they were talking about a rate hike by the end of the year. Now the CME puts that at like 41% because of low inflation, low wages. We're not so sure anymore. And they were talking 3 next year, which would bring the interest rate up to about, 2% if all comes to fruition. So we'll keep an eye on that.
And now that we've covered the major events that will be happening this week that we know of so far, what do you expect to see as we head into the coming months in terms of the equity market?
Well, I think the equity markets, the fundamentals are very strong here. I mean, we just finished an earnings season that was great. It really was really good. Unemployment numbers keep getting better and better, it seems. So overall, I think the economy is in a much better place than it was, say, 4 years ago. I mean, it's just stronger, it really is. Not only that, but the world markets are stronger. You look at China, you look at Europe, those markets are getting a little stronger also. So I think basically we could have a nice run. And if we get the tax cuts, this market could bounce up another 300 points. It really could. We could have a nice rally with that. So a lot hedges on things. And of course, like I said, taking that punch bowl away with the balance sheet could be interesting.
And that does lead me to my next question. As we head into the autumn months as well as the winter months, we'll be paying attention to what happens once everybody comes back from summer vacation and recess. So in terms of any of the reforms, what is your timeline right now?
Well, we'd love to see taxes this year. I think rollbacks on regulation will probably be in 2018, infrastructure 2018. But you want to get those tax cuts. And I'll tell you, it would be smart because we're going into the midterms, and I think any congressman or woman that votes against tax cuts could be out of office. I mean, how could you not like tax cuts coming into an election year? So I think we'll see a movement on the tax cuts.
Okay, Alan, well, as always, thank you so much for your insight, and thanks for joining me today.
Rami, thanks for having me.